Have you ever woken up one morning and just felt it, that quiet thought whispering in the back of your mind? I don't feel as strong as I used to. Maybe it's in your knees when you stand up, or the way your breath feels a little shorter when you climb those familiar steps. Or maybe, it's not your body at all. Maybe it's your energy, your spark, that feels dimmer than it once was. Now imagine if I told you, that there's something incredibly simple, so simple you could start tomorrow morning, that could change that. Something that could help you feel sharper, lighter, more alive, and according to research, could even add up to 20 more years to your life. Sounds too good to be true, right? But stay with me for a moment. Because what if the real secret to living longer isn't found in some expensive supplement or fancy medical treatment, but in how you start your morning? Think about it. Every morning is like a new chapter, a reset button. And after 60, the way you begin that chapter decides how the rest of your day, and even the rest of your years, will unfold. Most people wake up and rush straight into their day. They grab their phone, check the news, pour their coffee, and go through the motions. But few stop to realize that the first 10 minutes after you open your eyes, are some of the most powerful minutes of your entire life. Those minutes can either prepare your heart, your brain, and your body for strength, or quietly begin to drain it. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have discovered that there's one particular habit, something small, something most of us overlook, that's linked to longer life, clearer thinking, and even better mood throughout the day. It doesn't require fancy equipment, it doesn't require money, and it doesn't even take much time. Yet, the people who do it regularly, are living stronger, longer, and happier. And today, you're going to find out exactly what that is. You'll learn how this single morning ritual can help your body fight aging from the inside out, how it protects your heart, keeps your mind sharp, and even lifts your spirit when life feels heavy. And the best part? You don't need to change your whole lifestyle to see the difference. You just have to start your morning right. Now, before we dive in, I want to hear from you. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up each morning? Do you stretch a little? Reach for your phone? Whisper a quiet prayer? Or maybe, like many of us, you head straight for that first cup of coffee. Comment below and share your morning habit. You might be surprised how much that simple choice matters. And if you're someone who believes that growing older should mean growing wiser, not weaker, then make sure to subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide. Because here, we don't just talk about living longer, we talk about living better. So take a breath, settle in, and open your heart, because what I'm about to share with you could completely change the way you see your mornings, and maybe even, your years ahead. Now let's begin, with something so simple, yet so overlooked. Hydration. Think of your body like a beautiful, well-tended garden. Every night, as you sleep, your garden rests. The flowers close, the soil dries just a little, and the roots wait quietly for the morning sun to return. Then, as dawn arrives, that first drop of water brings everything back to life. Your body works in the same way. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep, every cell inside you is waiting for that first sip of renewal. Yet, what do most of us reach for? Not water, but coffee. We shuffle into the kitchen, half awake, craving that smell, that warmth, that jolt of energy. But here's the truth most people never think about: coffee, as comforting as it feels, doesn't actually hydrate you. In fact, it does the opposite. Caffeine gently pulls water out of your system. So instead of replenishing your cells, it can leave them even thirstier. Imagine trying to grow a garden with no rain. The leaves start to droop, the soil cracks, and everything loses its color. That's exactly what happens inside your body when you begin the day dehydrated. Your blood becomes thicker, your heart has to work harder, and your brain struggles to stay sharp. It's subtle, you won't notice it right away. But over time, this quiet dehydration begins to show itself. You might start feeling tired for no reason. You might experience dizziness when you stand. Or maybe your memory doesn't feel quite as sharp as it used to. Science backs this up. Studies have shown that even mild dehydration can affect mood, focus, and energy levels, especially in older adults. It places gentle but steady strain on the kidneys and heart, the very organs that already work overtime as we age. When your body lacks water, it has to pull moisture from wherever it can, even from your skin and muscles, leaving you feeling weaker, stiffer, and less vibrant. But here's the beautiful part: you can change all of this, starting tomorrow morning. Before anything else touches your lips, reach for a glass of water. Nothing fancy. Just pure, clean water. You can drink it warm if you like. It's gentler on your stomach and easier for your body to absorb. Add a slice of lemon if you want a touch of freshness, or a pinch of mineral salt if you prefer a little boost for your circulation. Take that first sip slowly. Feel it. Let it remind you that this is your moment of renewal. You're giving your body what it's been waiting for all night. And within minutes, something magical begins to happen. Your heart rate stabilizes. Your cells wake up. Your digestive system gently starts to move again. It's like turning on the lights inside your body. This one act, done consistently, helps your organs perform better. It helps flush out toxins, supports your brain's clarity, and even makes your skin glow with vitality. It's one of those quiet, almost invisible habits that keeps you feeling strong, grounded, and alive. And the best part? It's easy. It doesn't cost a thing. You don't have to change your diet, or buy a supplement, or wake up earlier. You just start your morning with water, before the coffee, before the breakfast, before the noise of the day begins. Your body will thank you for it. But here's the thing: hydration alone isn't the full secret. It's only the first spark, the first gentle awakening. Because while water nourishes your cells, there's something else you can add next that will nourish your strength. Now that your body is reawakened with water, it's time to give it something even more precious: movement. Picture this. An elderly man in his 80s, let's call him Henry, slips on his worn-out sneakers just as the sun begins to rise. The streets are quiet. The morning air is cool. His dog, a small terrier with a gray muzzle, tugs gently at the leash. Together, they make their way down the same familiar path they've walked for years. He doesn't move fast. There's no race to win. Just a slow, steady rhythm, step after step. But what's remarkable isn't the walk itself. It's the life inside the walk. The stretch of his arms. The calm in his breathing. The peaceful smile on his face. His doctor once told him, "Henry, your heart looks 20 years younger than your birth certificate says it should." And that, right there, is the quiet miracle of morning movement. You see, your body is a masterpiece designed to move. Every joint, every muscle, every heartbeat depends on gentle motion to stay alive and alert. Yet, many people, especially as they grow older, begin to move less. They tell themselves, "I'm too old for that," or "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow keeps slipping further away. The truth is, you don't have to do anything extreme. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy clothes, and you definitely don't need to push your body to exhaustion. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of light movement in the morning can completely transform how your body works throughout the day. Science has shown that gentle morning activity, something as simple as walking, stretching, or slow yoga, activates your circulation, helping your blood carry oxygen to your brain and organs. It reduces stiffness, lowers inflammation, and balances your hormones. Your heart begins to beat a little stronger. Your lungs fill a little deeper. Your mind clears up, and you start to feel present, more in control of your body, more connected to your breath. And there's something else it does that science can't quite measure: it lifts your spirit. That feeling when you step outside and the morning breeze brushes your face, when you see the sunlight peek through the trees, that's life reminding you you're still here, still capable, still moving forward. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to get active again is thinking they have to do a full workout. They think, if I'm not sweating, it doesn't count. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Your body doesn't need punishment, it needs partnership. What matters is that you move gently but regularly. Every stretch, every slow step, every twist of your torso sends a message to your body that says, we're still alive, and we're still strong. If walking outside isn't easy for you, that's okay. You can start by moving at home. Maybe you stand by your window and slowly stretch your arms up toward the sky, letting your shoulders loosen. Maybe you roll your ankles and move your neck gently side to side. Even small movements, done with awareness, wake up your muscles and improve your balance. And you'll start to notice it, stairs become a little easier, mornings feel a little lighter, and sleep at night becomes deeper. Remember, this isn't about chasing youth, it's about feeding your vitality. Try to make this part of your morning joyful, not forced. Play soft music. Open your curtains and let the sunlight in. Take a few deep breaths before you start. Move your body in a way that feels natural, the way a child might stretch after waking from a nap. Because this is your time, your moment to remind your body that you haven't given up on it, and it hasn't given up on you either. And here's something beautiful, as you move, your body releases endorphins, your natural, feel-good chemicals. They reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even ease chronic pain. So with each gentle movement, you're not just adding flexibility to your joints, you're adding peace to your mind. So tomorrow morning, after that first glass of water, take 10 minutes to move. Step outside if you can. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Notice the sound of the birds, the cool air, the quiet of a new day beginning. Let that moment be yours. Because that short walk, that simple stretch, isn't just an activity, it's an investment in your future. And while this movement wakes up your body, there's something else that can awaken something even deeper, your mind. Have you ever noticed how certain people, even in their 70s or 80s, carry a calmness that feels almost unshakable? They're not rushing, they're not worried, they're not bitter about life. They seem lighter, peaceful, grounded. And you can't help but wonder, what's their secret? Well, here's the truth, calm people tend to live longer. And it's not just because they smile more, it's because peace of mind is not just a feeling. It's a biological advantage. When your mind is calm, your body follows. Your heart rate slows down. Your blood pressure stabilizes. Your immune system functions better. Your brain focuses more clearly. Every cell in your body breathes easier. It's like this, your thoughts are the conductor, and your body is the orchestra. If your morning begins in chaos, your body plays in chaos. But if your morning begins in calm, everything falls beautifully into rhythm. That's why mindfulness, just a few moments of quiet awareness each morning, can literally add years to your life. When you start your day with mindfulness, whether it's through prayer, slow breathing, or simple reflection, something powerful happens inside you. Your body releases endorphins, those natural chemicals that ease stress and pain. Your stress hormone, cortisol, drops. Your blood pressure begins to balance. In fact, research has shown that seniors who practice mindfulness or daily gratitude can reduce their risk of heart disease by nearly 40%. 40%. That's not a small number, that's the difference between a struggling heart and a strong one. But here's the problem, most people don't give their mind that moment of peace. Instead, they reach for their phone. The moment their eyes open, they're bombarded with news, messages, and endless scrolling. Before they even take their first deep breath, their brain is already flooded with noise, worry, and distraction. It's no wonder so many people feel anxious and tired before the day even begins. Your mornings are sacred. They set the emotional tone for your entire day. If you fill them with noise, you carry that noise everywhere you go. But if you begin with stillness, even just for a minute or two, you carry peace instead. And here's the beautiful part, it doesn't take long. You don't have to meditate for an hour or chant in silence. All you need is 2 minutes. When you wake up, sit comfortably. Place a hand on your chest and take a deep, slow breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a moment, then let it out gently. Do that 3 times. Then, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Not big things, just small, real moments. The warmth of your blanket. The sound of the morning birds. The simple gift of being alive to see another day. That's mindfulness. That's what cultivates calm. It's not about silence, it's about stillness. A moment of being present with yourself before the world rushes in. You might be surprised how quickly this little ritual changes you. Your mood lifts. Your patience grows. You find yourself reacting less to stress and responding more with peace. And little by little, your body begins to heal from the inside. Because here's what many forget, aging gracefully isn't just about how your body feels. It's about how your spirit feels. Every breath you take in peace tells your body, we're safe. And when your body feels safe, it starts to repair itself. Your digestion improves, your memory sharpens, and your heart beats with a steadier rhythm. You begin to notice the beauty in the small things again. The warmth of sunlight through the window. The way your tea smells. The laughter of a grandchild. That's what mindfulness gives back to you, it returns the moment you're living in. So tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone or turn on the television, give yourself those 2 quiet minutes. Breathe. Reflect. Feel your heartbeat. You'll find that peace isn't something you chase, it's something you create. Now that your body and mind are in harmony, it's time to think about fuel. Because no matter how peaceful your morning is, your body can't thrive on calm alone. Imagine this for a moment, you own a beautiful vintage car, one that's been through decades of journeys. It's strong, dependable, and full of stories. But what would happen if, every morning, you poured the wrong fuel into it? It might still start, it might still drive, but not for long. Eventually, the engine would weaken. The same goes for your body, especially after 60. You can't expect lifelong vitality if the very fuel you give yourself every morning is slowing you down. The first meal of your day is not just food, it's information. It tells your cells how to behave. It tells your brain whether to stay sharp or sluggish. It tells your heart whether to beat strong or struggle through inflammation. That's why the nutrient kickstart matters more than most people realize. Science now shows that certain nutrients, like omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and antioxidants, don't just support your health. They protect it. They defend your heart, your brain, and even your memory from the slow wear and tear of time. Take omega-3s, for example, the healthy fats found in walnuts, flax seeds, or fish like salmon. These fats keep your arteries flexible, reduce inflammation, and help your brain cells communicate more clearly. Seniors who maintain steady omega-3 levels are shown to have sharper memory and lower risk of cognitive decline. Then there's fiber, the quiet hero of aging well. Found in oats, apples, chia seeds, and whole grains, fiber keeps your digestion smooth, balances your blood sugar, and lowers your cholesterol. It's the broom that gently sweeps your system clean every morning. And let's not forget antioxidants. The vibrant colors in berries, spinach, and green tea are more than just beautiful, they're protective. These compounds neutralize free radicals, those tiny unstable molecules that accelerate cellular aging. By eating antioxidant-rich foods, you're literally slowing down the rusting process inside your body. But here's where many go wrong. Too many people still skip breakfast, or worse, fill their mornings with empty calories. A slice of white bread, sugary cereal, or pastries might give you quick energy, but it's false energy. Within an hour, your blood sugar crashes, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. And when this cycle repeats day after day, year after year, it doesn't just affect your mood, it accelerates aging. It strains your pancreas, weakens your metabolism, and dulls your mental clarity. So what's the alternative? It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with something real. Whole. Alive. A simple bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries and chia seeds is a powerful way to begin your day. The oats provide steady energy, the chia seeds give you omega-3s, and the blueberries flood your cells with antioxidants. If you prefer something lighter, try a smoothie, blend spinach, banana, a few nuts, and a splash of green tea or almond milk. That single cup can energize your morning better than any processed breakfast bar ever could. And if you enjoy tea, make it green or herbal. Green tea in particular contains catechins, plant compounds that protect your heart and even support brain health. It's not about eating more, it's about feeding smarter. Your breakfast doesn't need to be large. It needs to be alive with nutrients. And here's something worth remembering. Every bite you take either fights disease or fuels it. Every sip either supports your body or stresses it. You get to choose which one it will be. So, when you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself, am I fueling my body for energy or for longevity? Because your morning meal can either accelerate your aging, or slow it down beautifully. And if you make this one small change, your body will thank you. You'll notice your energy lasts longer, your focus sharpens, and your mood stabilizes. Over time, your lab numbers improve, your skin glows, and your heart feels stronger. That's what nourishment truly means. It doesn't just fill your stomach, it feeds your years. But even after mastering hydration, movement, mindfulness, and nourishment, there's still one final piece of the puzzle. It's the one most people overlook, yet it might just be the true secret behind those who live 20 years longer, not just living, but living well. Now let's talk about something even more powerful than water, movement, or nutrition, something that doesn't go into your body, but flows out of you. Purpose. Because the truth is, without purpose, even the healthiest body begins to fade. But with it, even the frailest frame can shine with life. Think of a woman in her 70s. Let's call her Margaret. Every morning, before the sun fully rises, she sits by her kitchen window with a small notepad. She writes down one thing, just one, that she wants to do that day. Sometimes it's calling her granddaughter. Sometimes it's tending to her little rose garden. And sometimes, it's simply to smile at 3 strangers before noon. Small, simple goals. Yet, they keep her alive inside. Because purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be yours. Now, you might be wondering, does something that small really make a difference? Science says yes. Studies have found that older adults who wake each day with a sense of purpose, whether it's pursuing a hobby, volunteering, or nurturing relationships, have up to 43% lower mortality rates. That means living longer, healthier, and with greater joy. But it goes even deeper than that. Purpose strengthens your immune system. It keeps inflammation low. It sharpens your memory and gives your days rhythm and meaning. Your body listens to your mind's direction, and when your mind says, I have a reason to wake up, your cells respond in kind. You see, our bodies were never designed just to exist. They were designed to engage. To connect. To create. To contribute. But here's where many people fall into a quiet trap. They wake up each morning without direction. They let the day control them instead of the other way around. They reach for their phones. They scroll. They compare. They rush. And before they know it, the morning, one of the most precious parts of life, slips away unnoticed. But imagine instead if you paused, right at the edge of waking, and asked yourself one powerful question. What will make today meaningful for me? Not what will make it busy, not what will make it productive, but what will make it meaningful. Because meaning gives your days texture. It gives your time color. It turns ordinary moments into memories that last. Maybe it's something small, watering your plants, calling a friend you haven't heard from in a while, or cooking your favorite breakfast. Maybe it's something bigger, starting a project, helping a neighbor, or sharing wisdom with the younger generation. Whatever it is, when you start your morning with purpose, you set the tone for everything that follows. You tell your mind, today matters. You tell your heart, I still have something to give. And you tell your soul, I'm still growing. That mindset changes everything. You stand taller. You smile easier. You move through the world with intention, not just habit. And here's a beautiful truth: purpose doesn't fade with age. It deepens. In fact, your later years are often when your purpose becomes clearest. You've lived enough, loved enough, and learned enough to know what really matters. So instead of drifting through your mornings, take back that first 10 minutes for yourself. Before you check the news, before you answer messages, before the world starts making noise, ask yourself that quiet, guiding question. What will make today meaningful for me? Write it down if you can. Speak it out loud if it helps. Then, as you move through the day, let that intention lead your steps. Because when your mornings begin with purpose, your days unfold with direction, and your years gather meaning like pearls on a string. And here's the best part: when you combine all 5 of these simple habits, hydration, movement, mindfulness, nourishment, and purpose, you're not just building a routine. You're building resilience. You're giving your body the strength to last, your mind the clarity to focus, and your heart the peace to enjoy every single moment. This is the formula for longevity. Not just living longer, but living better. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, remember. You hold the power to shape your health, your peace, and your purpose, one small morning choice at a time. And that, my friend, is how you add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Aging isn't about counting the years, it's about making the years count. Every morning you wake up is another chance to write a beautiful page in your story. And the truth is, these small choices, drinking water, stretching your body, quieting your mind, feeding yourself well, and setting an intention, are not just habits. They are love letters to your future self. They say, I still care about this body. They whisper, I still have purpose. They remind you, I'm still here, and I'm not done yet. Because aging gracefully isn't about trying to stay young, it's about staying alive inside. You don't need to chase youth or fear the years passing. You don't need complicated routines or expensive supplements. You just need to care for your body, mind, and spirit in small, consistent, and intentional ways. That's what longevity really means, not running from time, but walking hand in hand with it. So tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, just try one of these habits. Start with water. Or a short walk. Or one quiet minute of gratitude. See how it changes your energy, your focus, your peace. You'll notice it, not instantly, but quietly. Like your body saying, thank you. Like your heart finding its rhythm again. Because the secret isn't in doing everything at once, it's in doing something every day. And as you do, you'll start to realize something profound. You have more control over your future than you ever thought. Your mornings can be your medicine. Your movement can be your healing. Your mindset can be your miracle. It's never too late to start, and it's never too early to care. Now let's take a quick moment to recap what we've uncovered together today. Hydrate your body. Move your body. Calm your mind. Nourish your cells. And live with purpose. That's it, that's the foundation of longevity. Simple, powerful, and completely within your reach. So, I want to ask you, which of these habits do you already practice? And which one will you start tomorrow morning? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your morning routines, your struggles, and your wins. Because your story might inspire someone else who needs that spark of hope. And if this message touched you, if it reminded you that growing older is not something to fear but something to embrace, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide. This channel is where we celebrate aging with strength, peace, and purpose. Where we talk about the real things that matter, the habits, the health, and the heart behind a long and meaningful life. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and join our community of wise souls who believe every sunrise is another gift. Thank you for spending this moment with me today. And remember, every single morning is a brand new beginning. A chance to rise, to breathe, to love, and to live wiser, stronger, and longer. Take care of yourself. Cherish your mornings. And I'll see you in the next video.